Okay. Hey, folks, we are back, yes. And I have with me two lovely ladies, as you can see. And you see, we are having some fun, right? But I have with me here Sarah Burton. Yes, good morning to you. Let me
Good
officially say
morning.
good morning to
Thank you,
you. And
Charmaine.
also Violet Coffee Grant. And they are here to talk about the Arouca Pentecostal Church 90 years of existence. And they would be celebrating this in grand style coming up, and they will be giving us more information and dates and stuff like that, right? So we are here and we are going to discuss Arouca Pentecostal and the events that would be coming up within the past week into next week. Okay, but just before we go into all of that, I know you would want to know what or where Arouca Pentecostal came from, a little history on the church. So I'll give you all the opportunity, to share
Okay.
on the history of Arouca Pentecostal. Where did it come out from? Who birthed it?
All right. Well, Charmaine, first of all, thank you so much for having us here. It's a pleasure. And thank you for the opportunity to share, with the public about our church, Arouca Pentecostal. First of all, we're situated on Francis Street, Arouca. It's a small community, small church, but with a great, great vision. As you said, we're celebrating 90 years, so we started at the Olive Society Hall, just on the main road initially in the year 1927 under the ministry of Reverend R.J. Jameson. He was a missionary from Canada, actually. Right? He came through, if you know the history of Pau, he came through Woodbrook, so his name, rings throughout. Right? And God sent him to Arouca as his work started to spread. And we were at the Olive Society Hall for a couple years. He just started with about 25 members, we understand.
Yes.
And being faithful, things grew. He had much help, there's a name, Sister Clara Simmons. She was also working with him along. She's also a missionary, right? But things really came into fruition at Francis Street when they were thrown out, actually, of the Olive Society. Yeah, they said, here, your time is done, so find somewhere. And that's where Sister Cumberbatch, Sister Rita Cumberbatch came in, and she was able to go to, at the time, Orange Grove was the place you had to go to negotiate deals with land and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And she was instrumental, very instrumental in locating that place. And it was a old wooden building. If you see the transition, I'm sorry you don't have pictures from then to now. It was like a makeover.
Yes.
But to see what God did with 25 members to now, 90 years later, we have over 120 members.
Yes.
And I must give kudos to our pastor, our present presiding pastor, Reverend Albert Gray, and his lovely wife, Sister Gray, Stephanie Gray. All right?
Yeah.
So, again, we've had tremendous men of God who came through during that period. We would remember names like Reverend Oswald Jackman. In 1956, Reverend Simon Peter, who is still very much around and doing well. We thank God for him and his input. Pastor Betel Al-Mahabir, Reverend Fritz in 1982, he came through also. He's deceased, but his family is still around doing ministry. His wife, Sister Kay, is very much involved in Sandy Grande. Reverend Raymond Booker, the Right Reverend Raymond Booker, head of the district. And Pastor Roland Hope was also there in 1995, Reverend Cynthia Jack, and as I said, presently, our Reverend Albert Gray.
So just looking at all these pastors there, actually I'm seeing that you had a whole host of great men and women of God. Some of the names I'm seeing there, like Reverend Cynthia Jack. Yes, and I know Arouca Pentecostal is into more community work and evangelism. So I'm seeing actually some of these pastors, how much, why Arouca Pentecostal is really into the community and evangelism work. I know Reverend Cynthia Jack for one. You know, I know that she's into much evangelism, child evangelism also. Yes, I know that she's much into that. Yeah, actually she taught me in Kids Crusade when I was small. I'm not going to say how old I am. Yes, but the church is much older than me, but I'm not going to say how old I am. All right. So yeah, I'm looking at this whole host of pastors there, you know, and I'm seeing you know, rich background of Arouca Pentecostal Church and where you all came
and you know,
from.
even as you talk about evangelism, you know, one of the men of God who stuck out there is Pastor Fritz, because in talking with folks who've been under him and even some of his family, his children, they were able to share that he would leave relentlessly and just be going home to home. He went as far as Bonegans, which is even sometimes outside the district. You know, he was always available. There was a pastor's unit, a small structure where he and his family lived there, but he was always open to the community 24 hours. But his heart was really evangelism, and we saw significant growth under him. You know, he would walk home to home, you know, sometimes by himself, you know, and he really was a beacon, you know.
What are some of the work that you all do as a church within your community? What are some of the things that you do to get the community, you know, going and active, and what are some of the things that you all do?
Well, I'm going to hand over to Sister Vio here. She's head of the women's department, and she can share adequately.
Yes.
Well, one of the things I truly believe is that for anything to grow and to prosper, there must be a heartbeat. You know, many things die because there is no heartbeat. And I can say safely that the heartbeat of Arouca Pentecostal Church is missions. When I say missions, not so much the uttermost part of the world, but our Jerusalem. You know, I remember walking in to church a Sunday and I'm seeing destitute people on the streets and being moved with compassion. I said, these people have needs. And so I thought the first need we would meet is the need for food. And that caused a life in the women department, and eventually now it has transitioned into the church as a whole, because God is a God who starts and grows on everything. There is never a backward with God. You know, so as the head of the WM, I went to the ladies, I said, there are people hungry around this church. Let's do something about it. And so that feeding program started. And it wasn't difficult. We didn't do it in such a way that it would cause a problem. We just trusted God. We thank God that we did. You cook on Sunday, put 2 lunches in 2 boxes and bring it. I cook. You know, so some people might say somebody different cooking, but you see, you have to trust people. If I'm cooking for me, I'm cooking clean, good food. So it wasn't that we're cooking that for them, so they want to be clean. You know, it was the best, you know, pie caliber. And for almost 3 years we did this. And one thing the Lord directed be done is that we don't sell him. So when we give the food, please don't tell them anything about Jesus. But we were mandated to give a tract with every lunch. So in those 3 years we gave out about 1,000 lunches, because every month we gave out an average of 60, because we were given every other week. That was then, proud to say it's every week now. So at 30 lunches every other week, it's about 60 a month, check for the year, right? And 3 years. So it's really, you know, and we just keep obeying God. Eventually it started reaching into deeper. Some of them would say, can we have some clothes? And I remember not too long ago, about a few months ago, about 4 months ago, I bought some clothes for one of the girls, because I must mention the area has some people that are homeless, some people that are on drugs, you know, so the need was and is great still, you know. So gave the clothes, and by the time church finished and I come outside, she come for her lunch, but she has on her clothes. So some of them come to the church to collect their lunches. So that is a major part, beside the fact that we have gone on mission trips twice to carry a Grenada. We have formed a bond with Glad Tidings Pentecostal Church over there, and so we go there, and we also carry our stuff when school open and so on. So
Okay.
I really believe in my heart that a church that has a heartbeat for others will continue to grow. So I'm excited about where we are going as a church.
Amen.
And
now.
sister, just to add that too, remember we give out boxes to the needy.
Oh
families,
my, well
dry
that's
food goods,
that's another
right?
Yeah.
To
area. How
families,
could I?
yes. I mean,
Yes.
they get from, well, the basics of course, but Pastor has a wonderful vision. They get fruit, they get canned stuff, they get flour, so enough to supply a family for,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
amen.
yes.
You know, and as you all are saying that, this is a great way of evangelism. Because I strongly believe, and this is, let me say, this is my view that I'm going to share. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I strongly believe that it's not all the time that we need to go on the street with a microphone and preach.
Go ahead, sister.
It's not all the time, that you need to just God say, but sometimes it's just the love
heart of
that
love.
that
Amen.
heart of love
Yes.
that you show people, that you actually that you could actually say, hey, how are you going this morning? You okay? And there's something that even as Christians we don't even ask, not even and I'm going evangelism out of church. Can do evangelism in church also,
true.
right?
That is so
So it's
true.
not even sometimes we ask, how are you going today? And you just ask it for courtesy's sake. But in terms of how are you going today, how you making out?
How you making
Yeah,
out?
how you making out?
That's a good
you
question.
know how
yeah.
how things are, and tonight just that little thing, to your
Yes.
neighbor sometimes, could go so far, and I really want to say, kudos to you all in what you are doing, because even in this, souls come to the Lord because they see the love. Yeah, they
Yes.
see the warmth that when you can reach out to people, and sometimes, in church, we would look at the man in the street, we would look at the little vagrant on the street, and not even to tell him good morning, good evening,
Yes.
right? Yeah, not even that, and
Totally
that's something
agree with you.
I look at.
Yes.
It doesn't take me much to because some of them know us because they grow up in the community,
Yes.
right? They are homeless people, they are
Yes.
vagrants, they are mad people. They grow up in the community, but
Yes.
because of situation, they end up on the street. So and sometimes we pass them and turn up our nose,
Not
and
at all.
yeah, and you wouldn't believe they look at us, eh? They look at us.
Of
They even
course.
sometimes, and I'm sharing this, and I'm just yesterday, one walked up to me, Miss Pascal, where are you going? Give me a little.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
nothing to do that, right? Once you have that heart for people,
Yes.
and I'm really seeing that you all have this heart to reach out to people, and thank God for that. Thank God for that.
Yes.
We need more of this. We need more of this in the church itself. But you all are having your celebrations coming up, okay?
Yes.
Your 90 years of celebration. So we want to go into that. Tell us more about these celebrations, what you all would be doing, what would be happening within this week. Is it this week?
Yes.
Okay.
Starting
Give me the
tomorrow,
dates
yeah.
when it would be starting, right? But first we want to. Okay, it starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So it starts tomorrow until what day?
Actually, we be celebrating for the rest,
Rest
of
of
the
the
year.
year.
We Trinidad as well.
Yeah,
It's not only
right,
out
right.
there, but in the
Yeah.
church, we
Okay, right.
celebrate.
So it's for the rest of, well,
Yes.
hey, it's
But these
90
are-
years, right?
Exactly.
Amen.
90
90
years. So
years.
yeah, so
Yes.
you can celebrate for the rest of the year. Okay.
But we've just targeted 4 main days of this
Right.
month.
Okay.
And, if I can quickly go through the days and then we'll flesh them
Yes,
out a little
yes.
more. On Saturday, tomorrow, 5th, we starting with an evening of celebration and worship. But it's definitely God and His Holy Spirit that has brought us this far.
yes.
So we need to give God thanks for that. And we have some of our own music ministers who are going to be lifting up praises unto God tomorrow evening, and we have some ministers outside. If I could quickly touch on them, our local ministers, Minister Damian Edwards and Minister Michelle Monroe, Nakisha Winters, Minister Natasha Peters, and your dear friend, Minister Elliot Niles.
Nice.
Yes, so we have them. And we have a wonderful dance group, Tehila Training Center, and they're also going to be ministering in dance under Sister Charlene Calise. So they're going to be there. That's our local arm. And then we have wonderful men of God and women of God from the body of Christ who are coming along to just be part of this happy birthday celebration, if I could call it that, APC.
And where would this be happening?
Right at the church.
At the church, Is it a paid venture or
No,
what
it's free.
it is?
It is free. We're welcoming all to come and be part of this celebration.
What's the time? What time does it start?
We're starting at 5:30. Promptly at 5:30.
Yes, promptly.
Yes.
Promptly. Okay,
Yes.
so not
promptly.
not Trini time, right?
No, not Trini time.
No.
All right, good.
And also on the cast we have like Minister Stephen John, Minister Kevin and Shelley Brown of ESAF School of Music, Shakir in London, Jaleel Ashby, who does a pantomime excellent ministry, Minister Gitta Dan, and Sean Daniel is going to be there. So we have a full evening. I don't even know how we're going to make it to church the next day, but we have to make it to church. Because after you sing and you shout and you dance and you're wet, you know?
Yes,
Bless God.
yes.
But, and then we have Sunday morning.
The Sunday morning on the 6th is my heartbeat, I have to say again, because that's where we touch the community. We're having that Sunday morning service, especially for those in the community, right? Those from the area that we are. So we'll be going out tomorrow morning, giving out flyers. I have been encouraging those that we give the lunches to come and celebrate and worship with us, you know. So that is really something we're looking forward to them coming and being a part of the service, you know. We also intend after that service, when they're leaving, we are making sure that we're cooking extra lunches tomorrow on Sunday the 6th, so that they can leave with their lunch. And those that we also target can leave with a hamper, because it's all about sharing. Sharing. We just want to give and share. It's like when we have birthday, we keep party and we cake, drinks, everything we share. It's a time of sharing. On the 6th to Sunday the 6th, it's our community service.
And then on Saturday 12th, we have our community health fair. Again, that word keeps popping up ever so often, but it's very, very, and I want to thank God for our pastor, Pastor Albert Gray. You know, young man of God, but a man with a vision, a man of faith. And he really empowers. I mean, it's a small church, but the amount of things we involved in. It's an honor to serve. It's an honor to serve, you know. And so even the community health fair, I know is something that he was very passionate about, because you can feed them spiritual things, but we need to deal with our bodies. We need to have balance. You know? So, and again, it's another way of evangelism. So we would have people coming in. Right? Yes, they may come for their cholesterol and their high blood pressure and their sugar testing. Yes, we have the Family Planning Association who's going to be there. Thank God for them. They partnered with us at this venture. I forgot to mention, it's 9 a.m. that Saturday morning till noon, just after noon or so. So feel free, come, especially with the prostate. We need to get our men out there. We're doing prostate testing. And we also have spiritual counseling. So if it is that you may not have a health issue, you know, but you need
an emotional
issue, and you want to come and just vent and have someone pray with you or guide you under the Holy Spirit. We say the doors are open at Francis Street, Arouca Pentecostal. Saturday morning, next Saturday from 9 o'clock. Come and be blessed and be ministered to through the health fair. One other event.
We do. And you can call that like the combination of it all. Although, as we said, we continue for the rest of the year. But on that evening, we want to give honor where honor is due.
Okay.
So there are many pastors who, even those who are still alive,
Yeah.
we'll be presenting awards to them. We have also asked the head of our fellowship, like our district bishop, even the general bishop of Pawi,
Yeah.
Reverend Philip Pat Glasgow, will be
Yes.
ministering the word.
Okay.
You know, Cynthia Jack and all these former pastors, we have sent invitations to them, Reverend Cynthia Jack, so that they would come and be part of what they started and what they nurtured and so on, right?
Okay.
So we'll be giving out awards, as we said, to those that we really believe. It's really a long service award.
yes.
It's
Okay.
not even for us, as I say, Johnny come lately.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's for
Okay.
those who have allowed us to reach 90.
Okay.
You know?
Yes. Any
So we
any special people we want to maybe let out, the bag a little, might be getting those
not
awards.
really.
Not
We wanna
really.
keep that,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
But,
But those who get invitation and
Yes.
but why
Please
they
come out.
invited me,
Yes,
please
please
come,
come.
because
Alright,
we want to
okay.
honor you,
Yeah.
and we mean serious honor.
Okay.
You know, in a right way, and we're excited. We're excited because again, coming all together, even that, I really believe too that when we do things like this, people say don't be too spiritual, but
Yes,
God is
yes.
pleased,
Amen.
and so He's going to smile. He's going to smile at us
Yes,
as we
yes.
honor the men and the women of God. Those who have passed on, we have invited their families to come, their children, and so on. So it will be a
Amen.
grand afternoon,
Yes.
and we are all prepared and excited about what God is
Amen.
going to do on the 13th.
And even if I may just interject, because I know we may not have touched Icacos and Tobago and stuff, but there
Yes.
may have been folks that we didn't know that passed through APC, passed through Arouca Pentecostal. At some point we say welcome.
Yes.
Come on this day, which is the
Yes.
Sunday 13th. It's an evening service.
It's evening,
Okay.
yes,
Most
evening.
important,
Yes, no,
4:45.
evening.
Because you know too what contribution you may have made,
Yes,
to
yes.
bring APC to where it is today.
Okay.
And we don't want to forget you. So
No,
come,
no.
make yourself known to us, and
Yes.
come and be a part of this celebration. We want to honor you also.
Amen.
Yes, we do.
And that's good. I mean, this gala event sounds good, right? It really
Yes.
sounds good, right?
Yes.
Wonder, can I come and get an award?
Well, you can share your
yes,
pass through.
Rosie.
Oh, Lord, come and celebrate.
Yeah, come and celebrate. You never know.
Let's celebrate.
So the award is not
Yes.
always material,
Yeah.
You don't know
Amen.
what God could do.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Amen.
right. So looking at all of this, it's 9 days of celebration. Yes,
Yes.
9 days of
Yeah.
celebration,
Yes.
celebrating 90 years, and
Yes.
and that's good, And there's a song that goes, "We have come thus far by faith."
By feet.
And I know that God, looking at your history, that God have really brought you all
Yes,
this far
yes.
by faith, 90 years.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can see why that you are giving the Lord thanks, right?
Yes. Sure.
Yes, it is. All right, so I want to thank you for joining us here,
Pleasure.
on
Thank you so
HeartLight
much.
TV, and sharing with us, what you are doing, and what you are about. And I pray that God will carry you all through for another 90 plus years,
Thank
right?
you.
And we are looking forward to 100 years, and that
Amen.
1 year. Yeah. Now, if
We're
this
looking
is so
forward to-
big, I mean, you must celebrate 100 years,
Yes.
right? Right.
That
So
is gonna be-
I can't imagine what you all will
Gala,
put.
gala.
Yeah, gala,
Gala.
red carpet spread
yes.
out, all of
Yes.
that for the
Amen.
100th year, right? Okay. So
If
again,
if I can interject, can I just
yes,
Sister
go
Sarah?
ahead.
We also, in the midst of all the honor, we really want to honor our pastor.
Amen.
The Lord has allowed us to be shepherded by a man of God who has a heart for people.
Amen.
So not only those that are in the assembly, but those that are out there waiting to come in. They are part of us and they don't even know it as yet.
Amen.
And I really want to thank God, according to my dear Sister Sarah, for his vision.
Yes.
of seeing all come
Yes.
together
Yes.
as one. So I bless
Amen.
my pastor publicly, and I ask that the God will continue to be with him and guide him,
Sure.
Amen.
Reverend
Yes.
Gray, and his dear family.
Amen. Right.
Yes.
And let me just interject because I know him a little.
Okay.
I know him when he was our Christian education, um, Christian, the person who's in charge of Christian education, right? So yes, I know him a little, right?
Yes.
Yeah, coming
Yes.
from Daybreak, I
Yeah.
think it was, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
so
he's originally from
yes.
Dabadee.
Dabadee.
Dabadee, yes.
All right,
Dabadee,
yes.
yes.
But so I know that he was very much involved also in children's ministry, you know,
Youths
and
too.
yeah,
Yeah, and
Christian
youths.
youths
Yes,
also
yeah,
and Christian
yes.
education. So I know that he is a man that holds people, you know,
Dear.
dear
Yes.
to his heart.
Yes.
Okay, so again, thank you very much for joining
Pleasure.
me here
Yes.
in Mid Morning Praise. So, again, folks, want to let you know that you can go to Arouca Pentecostal Church throughout this week, starting tomorrow with their celebration
of
concert,
Right.
right, tomorrow at 5 p.m. And if you can give us the venue again, what
Francis
street it is?
Street,
Arouca.
Arouca.
Yeah.
And our
Yes.
phone numbers are 692 if you have any questions or
Yes.
concerns. 692-6518 or 784-5769. One more time, 692-6518 or 784-5769. And of course, we have services every Sunday morning from 10:30. So feel free, if you're in the area, you just want to come and see what we're about, or just want to be a
Amen.
part of the fellowship,
Yeah.
we welcome you. Sunday morning at 10:30. Yes, thank you so much. And we have a Facebook page.
Okay,
Before
let's hear
Yes.
from
Yes. Before I forget. So the young ones, all the Twitters and all the
Yes.
social
Right.
media,
Mm.
check your Facebook page,
Facebook
Arouca
page.
Pentecostal, and keep abreast
That's
of what
it,
we're about.
Amen.
Thank you, Shami.
Okay, so
much.
thank you very much. And as I said before, I have with me Sarah Burton and Violet Coffee Grant. So again, do have a blessed day and have a blessed 2 weeks
Yes.
of celebration.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Praise. Okay, so at this time, we want to take a break. We want to go right into a music video, and when I come back, I'll be coming back to just wind up mid morning praise. So stay locked on to HeartLight TV.